Hi everyone, welcome to Stampin' Storytellers. Today is video 1 of 5 of my Sweet Strawberry online class. So in this class you will receive the Sweet Strawberry stamp set, the Strawberry Builder punch, so the full bundle, plus you'll receive a package of rhinestones, make and take kits for 5 projects, along with some fun treats to go in your kits as a surprise. So when you get a kit from me, it will look like this. It's all packaged together with full, everything's cut and scored. The only thing that you have to do is stamp and punch or die cut your images depending on the bundle we're using. So any die cuts that aren't part of the Strawberry Builder punch, I have already die cut for you. But if it's pieces of the strawberry or the little flowers or the leaves, that's the stuff that you still have to do with your new product. So to get started, I'm going to make this card here. So I'll move this out of the way. So this is card number 1. So the embossing will already be done for you, but all of this stamping you get to do when you get your kits in the mail. So to get started, you'll have a mossy meadow card base. We'll fold that in half and just score to have a nice crease. Then I have a layer of Whisper White for the inside. We can set that aside for now. Then there's a layer of crumb cake. This is a mini embossing folder from the annual catalog that fits in the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So to use it on a larger panel, I've just embossed this side and then switch and emboss this side. And then we're going to put a panel down the center so you're not going to see any sort of line. And then it makes it look like it's a full size embossing folder. Obviously you have to use that in the standard size Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. You can't emboss wider than this 3.5 inches. But a great use of your smaller embossing folder on a large piece of cardstock. Then I have a layer of Mossy Meadow. That's what we're going to stamp on first. And a scrap of Old Olive and a scrap of Real Red. So let me just get a scrap piece of paper here, and we'll start with Old Olive ink on this Mossy Meadow panel and the background vine image in this set, and I'm just going to stamp it randomly to make a pattern in the background. So there's our patterned paper. I'm going to add one more on this side. Fill that empty spot in. Then I have the stems on our scrap of Old Olive. Now before I stamp them, I want to look at what direction my punch is going to punch them in. So when I stamp them, I'm going to stamp them all this way so that I can punch them out easily without worrying about punching out the other ones that I've stamped. So I'm just doing 3 along the edge. And now starting on here, this is the only thing I need this scrap for, but you could use a narrower scrap so you didn't have as much waste. And line that up. And one more. I find with builder punches, you have so many extra little pieces flying, and then you have to find which pieces you're actually keeping. So we'll get rid of all those. Those are extra. Then on our little stitched rectangle, I'm going to use the Happy Birthday sentiment again in Old Olive ink. My original sample one, I used the Thank You, and it fits on the same stitched rectangle. Then in Crumb Cake ink, on a scrap of Whisper White, I'm going to stamp 5 of the little flowers. And again with this one, the flower punch lines up really nicely no matter what way you stamp it. So you just need to stamp 5, and then we can punch those out. And one more set of stamping I'm going to do in Memento Black on a scrap of real red cardstock, just the outline image of the strawberry. And again, I'm going to check my punch, so I'm going to stamp them all with the base of the strawberry at the bottom. And you can punch those out. Now we are done with that punch. We can start assembling all of our little pieces. Maybe I'll just get rid of this altogether. So we have our strip of Mossy Meadow cardstock onto our card front. This piece is 4 1/4 by 5. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to layer those 2 pieces on there, or those 2 pieces together. And then because when you emboss, it does shrink the paper a little bit. So I'm just going to trim just this edge and this one here. So now I have that strip on there. Now I can just simply layer all of my pieces on. So I can add my sentiment right in the middle. Then I'll add a strawberry there. This strawberry I'm going to tuck under there a little bit. And this one up at the top. Then you can add your stems. This is a really great beginner punch set because once you have all these pieces done, and a lot of them you don't even have to stamp, if you just punch them out of different colored cardstock, you could mass produce cards really quickly. Then I'll add my little flowers and start them there. So there's my card front. Isn't that really nice? I love the pop of red. Then I will add it to my card base. So you'll see that it's the same size. So I'll add a fair bit of adhesive, whether you're using liquid glue or Tombow, just because this is a rough embossed layer. You want to make sure that it adheres really well. So I can just stand up my card and press it down. And there we go. Now for the inside, I was going to add one more just vine on the inside, just to bring that color in. Maybe one there and one here. So there's our completed card. Now it needs some more embellishments. So in your kit is rhinestones. I'm going to add a small rhinestone on the inside of each little flower. Your take your pick tool is a really easy way so that they don't jump off the page on you. How quick and easy is that? And then also in your kit is a mossy meadow trim bow pre-done. The reason why I do that is so that I don't lose extra strands when I'm cutting all of these kits. And then because it's actually the trim that I took apart, so it's only a certain strands. I think there's 9 strands in one length of the trim. And we'll get that to show you in a second. There. Now that I've struggled to tie, there's also a little linen bow that we need for this card. So I'll trim the edges and add with a glue dot. I'm going to add this mossy meadow one first. And stick that right there. And then I'm going to add the linen one on top of it. Then I can trim these longer ends. And there we go, a really cute embellished card using the Strawberry Builder Punch. I hope you liked my video today. If you do, give me a thumbs up or a like. That really helps my channel grow to more viewers that want to see card making videos. If you'd like to purchase any of the products I've used today, you can head over to my blog, stampinstorytellers.blogspot.com. You can place your order there, or you can head directly to the shopping page, stampinstorytellers.stampinup.net. There is a current host code listed on my blog as well as my Facebook page. I don't have one here because I'm planning these videos in advance of when I upload them. So my host code will change since my filming, but I hope you enjoyed my video today. Please watch the next 4 videos in this series, and I will see you soon. Bye!